Who is the final character? It's Byleth from Fire Emblem Three Houses. Come on. Are they seriously adding another Fire Emblem character?
Forbidden spell of Zaharas upon our enemies.
Oh my god, why are they adding this character to the game?
What were you thinking, charging right into an enemy's trap?
Wait, hold on. This better be a cop-out.
Within this void.
This better be a cop-out.
Our hearts and minds will cease to be. Are you prepared to die? I thought as much.
I can't
also
believe
do
they're
not wish to
adding
die.
another Fire Emblem character. I mean, I love Fire Emblem characters like
There is
Roy,
no other
but...
choice. You must join Smash.
Huh?
Join Smash Brothers already! What in the world are you waiting for?
This was a Nintendo executive decision, wasn't it? Oh my god.
Joining Smash consumes even the darkness itself.
Oh my god. He's an actual character. Oh my g- Okay, he is playing just slightly differently.
So you return, and sooner than expected. I see. Too many swordsmen, are there? And you wield the sword as well? What will you do?
Of course, there's a female option. That was expected.
So that is how you plan to win the day? So be it. I reward your cleverness this time.
And let me guess, this counted as some kind of time attack. What is this? Are they allowing us to choose which weapon we want? The fuck is this?
Of anyone, you should be able to handle the hero.
Oh my god, he...
With Arid Fire,
Okay, this is actually cool.
superior reach,
Okay, this is actually kind of cool.
overwhelming power. Unleash the
Oh my god,
blinding speed of Fail Not.
This was not a character I wanted in the game, but I'm actually kind of glad it's completely different. The music sounds pretty cool, though.
Your will and mine be now as one. To you, both sides of time are revealed. Through Smash, show the world.
Oh my god, I can't believe they're adding another Fire Emblem character. I mean, I liked Fire Emblem Three Houses, but this was not the character I wanted. God damn it, Sakurai.
Yes, there you have it. Byleth from Fire Emblem Three Houses is joining the battle.
Oh my god, it still
Fire
feels
Emblem Three
surreal.
Houses was released just last summer, so it's still very new. Even so, you'll soon be able to play as them in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. This release is planned for January 28th. You'll have instant access if you have the Super Smash Bros.
January
Ultimate
28th.
and it will also be available for
Let's
purchase in
everyone mark that down immediately.
In case you're not familiar with Fire Emblem or Three Houses, I'll explain a few things, so don't worry. First off, what is Fire Emblem?
Everyone knows what Fire Emblem is.
It's really hard to pronounce in Japanese. The producer said it's okay if I just say Fire Emblem.
Oh my
But when
god.
writing it, if you don't write Fire Emblem, the Fire Emblem police will come and get you, so please be careful.
Oh my god.
The series' first entry launched in Japan on the Famicom in 1990. You could say it was a pioneer in the genre of tactical role-playing games. You might be
Okay,
wondering
this
what
is all
makes it
stuff we already know.
particularly tactical. Well, it's tactical in that it simulates combat. You can think of it as moving pieces in a board game. Or in other words, a game in which you advance units across a grid and battle. When we talk about tactical games of that era, there were lots of ones in which you command tanks, aircrafts, and so on. But Fire Emblem was unique because each unit was a specific character, sort of like in role-playing games.
Yes, this is all stuff we already know.
Plus, something made it stand out from other Nintendo products. Characters
Yes.
would permanently die.
Yes.
That's pretty direct language though, so perhaps we should just say they're sleeping with the fishes. But really, if a character fell in battle, you'd lose that unit. They'd be gone and you couldn't use them again.
Yeah, this is all stuff we already know.
Recent entries in the series maintain this concept of permadeath to some degree in classic mode and what have you. But a lot of games now allow strategic withdrawals, so to speak. In the older games, your units would really be gone, never to be mentioned again. Scary.
Yes.
The game's stories are told like chronicles of war, with increasingly distinct characters and engrossing scenarios. Several characters also appear in the Super Smash Bros. Series, and 6 of the 7 can use a counterattack. It's their down special.
Wait, which one? Oh yeah, it's
There's actually
Robin.
a reason for this. When I was considering how to incorporate Fire Emblem fighters into Super Smash Bros. Melee, I thought it might be interesting to reflect the turn-based nature of the original game. First comes your opponent's turn. They attack and you counter. Next comes your turn.
Yes, that makes perfect sense. That's why there's a
And
counterattack.
now, Fire Emblem Three Houses is the 17th game in the series.
17th?
People who aren't Japanese in particular might be thinking, 17 games? There are that many? Well, if you include Fire Emblem Heroes in the remakes, but you don't include the Satellaview game, Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE, and Fire Emblem Warriors, then it comes out to 17 games. Let's try saying them in the Fire Emblem Can You Say It challenge.
No, I don't want to participate in
give it
this
a try.
challenge. Okay, that's the first one. Second. Oh my god, there's... Oh my god.
There you go, 17.
Oh my god.
So you saw how I was counting in a weird way, right? I was counting in binary.
He's counting in binary.
Fold this here and you get 1, and then you get 2, then 2 plus 1 equals 3. So this would be 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8.
Why is he counting in binary?
Add 1 and you get 17. Awesome, isn't it?
It is, but...
You can actually count up to 31 on one hand.
What?
And
You
if
can count to
use both
31
hands,
with
you can count
binary?
all the way up to 1023. If you've given up counting the knots in a tatami mat, you could always give it a go.
Okay.
What is Fire Emblem Three Houses?
Okay, I like the
Japanese,
music
male
so
version
far.
of the main character is called Bereto and the female version is called Beresu, but in English they share the same name, Byleth. Byleth becomes a professor who ends up leading one of 3 academic houses. Once you've chosen a house, you guide them through their school life, and, well, you end up fighting the other houses. After a certain incident, 5 years pass, and you meet up with your grown-up
Yes.
students to battle against the other houses in their regions. It's a
I
very
like how they're
sad
not
game in
spoiling
which
it. I
your
played this
former
game
allies
before,
become
and
enemies, turn
it gets
hostile,
really
and try to kill you.
spoil heavy.
To understand the concept of Fire Emblem Three Houses, I played an early version of the game before its release.
Oh my god.
I've done the same thing before, with The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, for example.
Okay, so this isn't his first
Because
rodeo.
I couldn't wait until launch to experience it, or we'd have never made it in time. For that title, I borrowed an early version of the game for 2 days, ran around all the areas, saw the ending, and realized for the first time, I guess we can't really have Breath of the Wild's Princess Zelda as a fighter.
Yes, you can't. So Sakurai gets the games
I did
early
the same
just to
this
play
time,
them.
but with there being 3 houses and multiple endings, it was really
Oh
hard.
my
to
god,
get
that
the
is
feel
so
for it.
cool that he gets to play the games early just so
And
that
of
way
course,
he can
there
have them
weren't
in
any
his
walkthroughs
game.
I could reference.
Oh, that's even harder for him.
The game has multiple routes, and the outcome of each is very different. Your experience
So he
will
had,
vary
like,
depending on the route you choose,
4
and many of the
days.
characters you meet will adopt different roles in the story. I'll try to avoid spoilers when I'm talking about the fighter. I hope you'll understand. Before my demonstration, I should point out that when I did the Terry Bogard showcase video,
Oh my
I
god.
mentioned that it was recorded a month in advance.
Okay,
But
when was
this
this
time,
recorded?
We have to account for the holidays and such, so we're filming 2 months in advance of this video's release.
This is
Right now,
2
it's
months in
actually November.
advance?
Therefore, some of what I'm about to show you might differ a bit from the finished version.
Okay.
As always,
That's
I'm
expected.
using a special in-game camera and such for demonstration purposes. Here
Yes,
I go.
that's fair. Challenger Pack 5, Byleth from Fire Emblem 3 Houses.
So, this is our new fighter, Byleth.
Okay.
Sadly, they're lacking in mobility. It's maybe a bit better than Robin's, but that's about all you can say for them. Throws
Okay,
are not
that's
their strong
good.
point either. Their grab lacks range. But actually, you could say that they're distance demon.
Yes, that's expected from
The
their
hero's
game.
relic they use changes depending on the direction you input with the stick. Each of the hero's relics is a weapon that appears in Fire Emblem 3 Houses. They look like bones, and there's a reason for that. First, let's talk about the weapon Byleth uses for upward inputs, the Sword of the Creator. The Sword of the Creator here is Byleth's default weapon. They use
Yes,
it for
that is
flurry
his
attacks
default
and tilt
weapon.
attacks, such as down tilt attacks, where it takes the form of a whip.
So my guess is that
They
this was
also
an
use the
executive
sword for
decision on
dash attacks
Nintendo's
and other
half
moves.
as to why he's in the game.
For their up smash attack, they'll whip the sword upward to launch enemies in the air. For their up air attack, they'll wave the whip sword overhead. The hit detection for this attack lasts for a relatively long time.
Okay.
The up special move is really something. The sword extends like this, allowing you to do things like this.
What the heck?
It was pretty terrifying how I knocked him into the air with that attack. And in addition,
What?
you can do awful things like this.
This character
That said,
is
you'll
so
launch
gonna be
opponents
so
upward until
stupid.
their damage reaches a certain percentage.
Okay, so it's not right away.
Exceed that percentage and you'll need to be careful. You may find it helpful to mid-air dodge. I've already shown this. but
Okay,
you
so
can
it's like
also use
Joker's
it to
grappling
latch onto
hook.
edges. So that's the up special. Now, for the sideways input.
That was just his up
This
special
is air form,
alone.
the same name as the weapon from Celtic mythology. First, we'll go through the forward and back air attacks. As you can see, they have a long reach. Like so. Marth's air attack keeps opponents in check too, right? If Byleth does the same thing, you'd win out, so you should be able to beat it. Next, the side smash attack.
Okay.
This also has a long range. It'll connect even from here.
So, I did say that we were getting a out of left field character, and this is the out of left field
Also,
character.
if you add an upward tilt, it will be stronger. And if you've knocked
Okay,
an opponent
so-
down, the side attack won't hit unless you add a downward tilt to aim for them. By the way, the tip of the lance is more powerful. The
That's
shaft
to be
part is
expected.
weaker, so it's not suited to close combat. It won't deal much damage, and it won't launch opponents far. That's why, as a rule, you want to hit with the blade part aimed upward. Or downward.
Yeah, that
in this
makes
case.
sense.
Next, the side special move. Byleth
Okay, so I think the way that I'm understanding this character is that his
For example, even when your opponent
his
is at this
arrows
distance,
go
you'll
in a
still hit.
depending on how you use the control stick, it summons a different weapon from the game, which is actually a smart way of
Actually,
having
you can do a smash attack to charge
this
forward a little.
sword character, let's say, not be an actual sword character.
But as you'd expect, it can be easily shielded, so be careful.
Okay.
Use it in midair and you'll carve up a large area. Returning to the side air attacks from earlier, they have great horizontal reach, but they
Wait, so
lack
how
great
many
counter.
Fire Emblem characters are there now? There's Marth,
So this
Lucina,
complements it well,
Ike,
although you'll
Roy
be vulnerable when you
Crom,
land.
Robin,
Now, for the downward inputs. For
Quarren,
these,
and this is
will use
Byleth.
an axe called Emir.
That's 8.
It's named
We have
after a
8
weapon
Fire
that
Emblem
appears
characters
in
now.
Ugaritic myth. First, the down air attack. It really is strong. You can try for a meteor effect with this attack.
I mean, I
Next
should have
is the
expected
down
that they'd
smash
add another Fire Emblem character. I just I wasn't expecting to add it so soon. I was expecting to add this
As
in
you
the
can
second
see, it has a
DLC
great
pack
deal of
wave.
launch power. And for the down special, Byleth channels all their energy into a devastating strike. It's a bold move, similar to the Falcon Punch, but here's what makes it different. When readying the move, there's a super armor effect,
Super armor.
which allows you to withstand an attack. Just so you know, if you execute a Falcon Punch at about the same time, it plays out like this.
Okay.
It's a bit slower than the
Okay,
Falcon
then.
Punch, but due to the super armor effect, you have the advantage. Unless you get grabbed.
Okay, so you can get grabbed during
Another
this.
notable aspect is that it lets you pass through platforms. While you're charging up, you can breeze past platforms like this. to reach another
Oh,
area.
that's gonna be some stupid
It won't let you
gameplay.
jump, but you could use it as a surprise attack.
That's gonna lead to
Also,
some
you can
stupid
turn around
gameplay
and
moves.
The swing takes a while, so if an opponent runs behind you during the move, you can quickly change direction. Even though it can be
Oh
hard
my
to land a
God.
hit with this move, it can be really effective when used against a group of
So what?
opponents.
Oh yeah, that's right. This character is getting released January 28th.
Plus, even if you fail to land a direct hit, any opponents on the ground nearby will still be launched a little.
Okay, so there is.
It's as if the quaking of the ground launches them. By the way, earlier I talked a little bit about the other Fire Emblem characters' moves. I don't recommend using this down special against fighters from the Fire Emblem series, because you'll just get loads of counters. It hits
Oh, yeah, that
with
is
that
true.
much power in a single attack. Counters can actually multiply the
Okay,
power
so
of
if I
each
counter this with
Using
Roy,
easy
it should
hits
instantly kill
like
Byleth.
this could just get you hit by counter after counter. Next, we have the neutral moves. The bow you use is called Failnaught, which shares its name with the bow from the Knights of the Round Table. It only appears in a few neutral moves. You've got the neutral air attack. This attack is similar to a move of Pit's and other fighters like him. It lets you spin the weapon around.
Okay.
It's also easy to create certain combos with it.
So I want to see this stage in action, because this
And with
stage
the
looks
neutral
very
special,
interesting.
You'll let loose an arrow.
Because it goes from the courtyard from the
pretty
game to
straightforward,
the dining hall,
But there are a few
and then to
noteworthy aspects
the
this
side
bow.
of then.
First,
Yeah, I'm curious
the
about
biggest
this
difference
stage.
between this bow and Link's is that once you enter the command, you can keep charging until it's ready. You can't release it partway through the charge, so when it does fire, the arrow travels at high speed. It's also very powerful.
Okay.
That said, you can still cancel out of the stance using the shield button.
Okay.
You can also change direction while in the stance.
Okay, so it's
It
like
worked up until
pits.
this point, but if you keep holding the button, you'll unleash a powerful arrow that looks like a beam of light.
What?
You can perform
It
this move
insta
by keeping the
kills?
button held down. You charge up power like so, charge a bit more, and then fire.
Okay, it's not an instant kill.
But
That was my
again,
mistake.
you'll need to take care when using this move. For one, when you've powered up the move to its max, there's no way to cancel out of it. Not even with the shield
Okay, so you
button.
can't cancel it.
In other words, you're committed to firing it. So you see, a situation like this is pretty terrible.
Okay, so that's a bad. Ooh, the background
Once
effect
you've
actually
entered the
gets.
stand, you won't be able to do anything. which means it's quite the risky attack to use against fighters who have a move with a reflector effect. But you could always just aim into the fray, as it is, after all, a long-range move, letting you deal a sudden blow to opponents. So,
Wait,
you
so
need
I
to think
wonder how
carefully when
long-
using this projectile weapon. Byleth's final smash is called Progenitor God Ruptured Heaven. In the original game, there's a move called
That's a
Ruptured Heaven.
name.
This is an enhanced version. As you can
Oh
see,
my
you
God.
team up with the mysterious Sothis and launch an attack together. Now, let's talk about the color variations. It's set up so that the
Okay.
default and odd-numbered color variations are male, while the even-numbered ones are female.
Okay, that makes
However,
sense.
The third, fourth, and fifth
Ooh, that
colors
is actually
as you can
cool.
see, reminiscent of the house leaders. Those of
That
you
is
who
actually
played the
really
original
cool.
game will of course understand what I'm referring to. The sixth color is based on Sothis, who you just saw earlier.
Oh,
And the
that's actually
seventh
another
and
cool
eighth
skin.
variations have a different hair color, which is based on something that occurs in the
Oh,
course
that's
of the original game's
a
story.
spoiler-heavy territory
Did you
right
see
there.
this variation in the final smash?
Yeah, what does it look like with the final smash? Is it just the same? Oh, the new stage, Gareth
Next,
Monastery.
I'll introduce the stage. For this one, we of course tried to recreate the place where you spend most of the game, Garreg Mach Monastery.
Yeah, that is. So you spend like a heavy chunk of time in Gareth
This
Mach.
is how Garreg Mach Monastery is laid out in the original game. From these, we chose to have it cycle through the marketplace, reception
The
hall,
marketplace,
bridge,
reception hall, the
and
bridge,
cathedral, all in one stage.
and cathedral. Okay, so the upper levels
It's
and the
type
third
of
level are
stage that
completely out of the
rotates
way.
through different areas, such as these four. Let me introduce each of the guests that appear in these four areas. The first area is the marketplace. I think this is where a lot of people come to do their shopping.
Yes,
The guests that
I
appear
spent
here are
a
students
good chunk
of
of
Blue Lion's
shopping.
house. Dimitri, Dedu, and Ingrid.
Mm-hmm.
Not Dimitri, Dudu, or Ingrid. Their names are a bit difficult to say. They're largely
Yes.
from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Since it's a kingdom, that means they have a monarchy. For that reason, I guess you could say Dimitri's the future king. He had quite a difficult life and may or may not end up with just one eye. He's an unfortunate one, that one.
That's such a spoiler, though.
There are vendors on either side. In the original game, these are important booths.
Oh
where
my
you buy
God,
all sorts of
Sakurai.
things, But
Oh,
here
you can
break
destroy
them,
them.
you see. If you do break them, the stage will expand to the left and right. I wonder where people will buy their supplies now. And in the background, you can see the gatekeeper.
Okay, the
You often
gatekeeper.
pass through this
No one
area
cares
in
about
Fire
him.
Emblem 3 houses, and you end up talking to him a lot.
Yes,
Moving
we
through
do.
these areas is possible thanks to this mysterious platform. Just when it seems like you've come to a stop,
What? Okay, so
you'll
you can
come
see
crashing back
Fodlan.
down. We've broken through the ceiling and slammed into the building. And the guests in the reception hall are Edelgard, Dorothea, and Petra of the Black Eagles. Take note, it's not spelled Edelgard. They're from the Adressian Empire. And as such,
Okay.
they embrace their military might. Edelgard is one of the characters who is central to the conflict.
Yes, she is central to the
Depending
conflict. I
on the
need to
path
play
you
her
take,
route
she'll go
next.
through some terrible ordeals. You'll notice there are prominent chandeliers above the stage. It's possible to
Now,
knock
can you
them
go up
down.
to them? Okay, so it's the boxing ring stage element right
However, Byleth can't actually reach it, even though it's their stage. You can reach it with other fighters, though.
there. Oh, so that's an
So,
disadvantage
first
to
you
him
can
on
work
this
your way up
stage.
there by getting lucky and being launched up, or perhaps by using another fighter as a stepping stone. There we go. I made it. And you can knock it down.
Okay, so he can make it. Just he needs
Also, you
help
can break
from
this
another
table.
character.
Like so. Just like the sign that reads Furin Kazan in the Suzaku Castle stage, it can break if you launch the opponent into it at close range.
Okay.
Next up,
Okay,
the
where are we
bridge.
going next?
The camera rotates 90 degrees, creating this long area. It's very wide indeed. It's similar to the Bridge of Elden stage.
Okay, it's the Bridge of
The
Elden
guests are from the
stage
Golden
copied.
Deer: Claude, Hilda, and Lawrence. They belong to the Leicester Alliance. Because it's an alliance of many noble families, you could say that they have a wide assortment of members. And Claude
Yes,
is
they
the
do.
sharpest of the bunch. Incidentally, both Claude and Hilda are the names of characters that appear in Genealogy of the Holy War, the 4th title in the Fire
Oh, it
Emblem
is?
series. I guess once you've reached the 17th game and are creating 40 characters for each new entry, you're bound to get a bit of name overlap. The naming process must be tough. Hey, it looks like the Pegasus Knight is busy training.
Oh, that is. Oh, that's cool.
As for the bridge's design, it's just a long pathway, plain and simple. You can expect plenty of blows to be exchanged at the edges of the screen. You
Okay.
could also say it's a place where the fail knot really shines, and in this sense, I think it suits the Golden Deer perfectly.
Oh yeah, that's right, because the fail knot is the Golden Deer weapon.
The last area is the cathedral, only with some platforms you can pass through. The guests appearing in the cathedral are Sedith, Flayn, and Rhea. There's Sedith,
Oh.
who appears to have an extremely strong bond with his sister, Flayn. She seems to be under the protection of him and Rhea, who you can see fighting during the opening of Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Oh,
All
yeah,
three
that's
have
right,
character
I forgot
quirks
about that.
related to their true identities. I feel that Flayn might be saying shush at this point, so I'll leave it at that.
Yes, please
This
be
is a
quiet. I
simple
want to see
area of
gameplay.
stage. All it has are these platforms. Being the last area, it may be a place where some intense battles will be waged. It'll cycle through each location in about 2.5 minutes.
Okay, so 2.5 minutes. Okay.
Okay, today we'll have a tag team battle in Squad Strike with the DLC team pitted against Fire Emblem protagonists from throughout the ages. That'll give us precisely 5 players per side. Alright, here we go, Joker.
Okay, so is this kind of Squad Strike?
Joker! And Hero! Gee, we really made a lot, huh? Banjo! By now,
Oh,
I think you know
God.
what I'm doing. But basically, I'm trying to defeat all 5 opponents with just the professor here.
He is only
But as
what?
expected, it's going to be a pretty tough battle, so I'm using anything I can get my hands on. It's not going to land that easily. Uh-oh, this is bad. Bennigan.
I believe Sakurai can win. It's his game.
I better keep my distance. I'll use this chance to attack. Got him.
Okay, 1 kill down. He's got 1.
That's scary. He's invincible for a moment here. Lots of explosives. Ouch. He perfect shielded that, huh? Good one.
Okay.
If I do this, or like so. No anti-air, huh? There. The soccer ball.
Okay, he's got 2 kills. 2 kills.
Good. There's Mom. You're in a good spot, Mom. Ah, I shouldn't have taken that. Gardevoir. Well, I guess no one uses projectiles. At this point, it doesn't matter if Gardevoir's there or not.
Get the final smash.
I feel like the enemy might get this smash ball. See? They got it. But they mustn't give up.
Ooh, shield break.
Can't waste the chance. There's another smash ball. Yes, got it.
No, that's the same one as before Sakurai.
What are you charging up for?
Oh my god, Sakurai actually won against 5 enemies. Oh, wait,
There's
wait,
still
no, he
more.
didn't win.
Whack. Go on, you can take the hammer, but it's mine. Although I'm scared I might get hit with a counter in this state. I hit him.
Or not. Good job, Sakurai.
I was trying to fight using Byleth's abilities alone, but what matters is that I won. Good game. It can be fun to play like this, especially in tag
Yes,
team,
it
so I
can.
think it's a good idea to try imposing different types of challenges on yourself. The
Oh my
end.
god, it's already 35 minutes? Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, song collection, okay.
Now, about the additional music.
Okay.
Since it's from the Fire Emblem series, we'll be adding each of the new tracks to all the Fire Emblem stages.
Okay, good.
There are already a lot of Fire Emblem tracks in the game. Our selection this time has been made taking those existing tracks into consideration. 11 songs are being added.
Okay, 11 songs.
This includes an arrangement of the main theme in both Japanese and English.
Okay, this is actually a really
I
good
hope you'll
sound
enjoy these
selection.
as well. We're also adding in a new
Oh,
Spirits
Spirits board.
It includes the house leaders among some of the other popular characters.
Okay, this is something that I will be playing through.
Sothis is Legend class. Also, there's a new classic mode route, a heroic legacy,
A
which
new-
is designed
oh yeah,
to
new
let you
classic
enjoy
mode.
classic Fire Emblem stages from throughout the series' history.
There aren't that many though,
The
so...
final battle is against Master Hand and Crazy Hand, but you'll find that something pretty amusing happens, so look forward to that.
Okay, so something amusing
Now
happens.
for the Mii Fighter costumes. Please take a look.
Oh, Mii Fighter costumes. Let's see what we got. What is this? Assassin's Creed? Oh, it's that's Alter. It looks like Assassin's Creed. Rabbids? What are they doing here? Please don't let there be a Rayman costume. Oh, Mega Man X. Who is it? I already thought this costume was in the game. Mega Man Battle Network. Well, that's a cool effect. But again, I thought this was also already in the game. No way! They added Cuphead? They added Cuphead to Smash. I care more about this. This is, oh my god. Oh my god. They added Cuphead. And, oh, and they added a song. Oh, and it comes with the music track. Okay, perfect, perfect. Okay, January 28th. That's next
This
week, I
time,
think.
we're releasing a Cuphead costume. And for those of you who purchased the Cuphead costume, an additional song will be added.
Yes, I need to buy
It's
that.
called Floral Fury, and it's the theme that plays when fighting Cagney Carnation.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you enjoy these as well.
Yes, we will.
After purchasing
Okay,
a
tell us more about the new
costume, I recommend
DLC.
using the sharing feature. If someone has created a Mii Fighter, you can play using the costume it's wearing immediately after
Yes.
you download it. And now, onto the amiibo.
Oh my
The
god.
color palette for Dark Samus looks pretty good, doesn't it? Dark
Yes, it
Samus
does.
and Richter are planned for release on
Tomorrow.
Friday, January 17th. And now, with the
Okay,
addition
fine.
of Byleth, the Fighter's Pass is finally complete.
Okay, it's
The
now
lineup
complete.
was Joker, Hero, Banjo and Kazooie, Terry Bogard, and Byleth.
It's a pretty good lineup.
From more than 70 fighters, only 5 have been added.
But you're
But I
adding
must
more.
say, this game has always been an exceptional experience. And since the roster was already so large to begin with, right from the start, we intended to make the most out of the new gameplay mechanics and so on.
Okay, that's good.
There really were a lot of new mechanics, weren't there? When we add a new fighter, we don't simply make their attacks or their movements a little different. Instead, we try to offer you a whole new style of play.
Okay, but we won't be able to play this character until next week.
As I stated, we'll continue to release more DLC fighters down the line.
Okay.
I had
The
thought
future
that
download.
1 or 2 might suffice, but, well, have a look.
Okay, who's the next fighter? Is it another 5? Set of 5. Another 5. Here we go. 6. 6 fighters will be
Looks
joining.
Like one more fighter than last time.
One more fight.
For this reason, we will be releasing the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighters Pass Volume 2.
Ooh.
It will be
Volume
available for
2.
purchase on the date shown, so please keep an eye out. And now that it's official, we intend to move ahead with
Wait,
development.
hold on. What was that date?
Of course,
December
like last time,
1st,
the comments will remain
2021?
unknown for now, and I'm personally very
2
sorry
years from
we have
now.
to release Fighters Pass Volume 2 when the details have yet to be revealed. Like last time, I'd be very grateful if, despite that, you would understand why.
I'm already okay with this.
Furthermore, the new additions have already been decided. Even
The
if I
contents have
receive
already been
many requests
decided.
regarding potential candidates on Twitter, I'm afraid it would be very hard to consider them. But I still hope you'll look forward to it.
Okay, so
We're also including
So
a
Volume
bonus
2 will
with
have
Fighters
6.
Pass Volume 2. Last time, it was a Rex costume. But this time,
okay, what's it with
here's
this?
what we
What's
have.
with this? What's the next costume? Come on. A Breath of the Wild Link costume?
It's a Mii Fighter costume for Mii Sword Fighter, the ancient soldier gear from The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
This will not be for sale individually, so it can only be acquired as part of Fighters Pass Volume 2.
Yeah, but how much is Volume 2 gonna be worth? How much? Lastly.
It's been reported that Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is the highest selling fighting game in the world.
Yes, it is.
Personally, I don't know if it counts as simply a fighting game, but I guess it's seen as a fighting game around the world.
Yes, it is.
Seems like Street Fighter 2 was in the lead for a while, but now Super Smash Bros. Ultimate has surpassed it in total sales.
Yes, as
However,
it should
I'm
have.
not sure if this is accurate. There
It
were
is
5
accurate.
versions of Street Fighter 2, or 6 to 7 if we really want to get into the weeds. Plus, there's the arcade versions and the 25 ports to other systems, so I don't know if that's been accounted for. Also, I don't know if that really
yeah, I believe it
qualifies as
has.
one game. It's up for discussion. So, who knows? But when it comes to a single piece of software, it seems like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is number 1.
Yes, it is.
Although, I still don't know if it can really be called just a fighting game.
Oh, it can become more.
I feel like it's become more than a fighting game, some sort of celebration of gaming or something else entirely. Also, I feel a deep attachment to the 5 DLC fighters.
Even the last one.
The first Fighters Pass just wrapped up, but it was decided that there would be more DLC,
Okay.
which means no breaks for me. I plan to keep working hard, so I hope you can continue to support us.
Yes, we will.
That's it.
When can I
Thank you.
pre-purchase this? That was a good direct. Well, not direct. A good video presentation. I wasn't expecting Byleth. I am more curious on who those 6 characters are, because he said they're already confirmed. So, anyways, well, that's my reaction to this presentation. It was okay, I guess. I don't know. I was expecting more, but whatever. I will download that Cuphead thing. That Cuphead costume when it comes out, so yeah. That's my video for the day, so see ya.